Now available on Tata Sky channel number 526.
2 years in the government and the centre has built a little over 5 lakh homes under its flagship Housing for All scheme. Remember, this was one of the key promises Prime Minister Modi had made in the run-up to his election. Deepa Rana gets us the math behind the PM's dream scheme.
The Housing Ministry under the Pradhan Mantri Awaas Yojana has launched about 6,87,000 houses in 18 states, out of which 710 houses have already been constructed in Odisha. Coming to the centre's assistance, now centre is going to provide over 10,050 crores of assistance to these 18 states. Now under the JNNURM and RAY, that is the Rajiv Gandhi Awaas Yojana, over 13 lakh houses have been sanctioned during 2004 to 2014, out of which 8 lakh houses have been constructed till March 2014. Now these are the two schemes, JNNURM and RAY, which were actually started by the Congress regime, and BJP has adopted these two schemes till March 2017. Now the Housing Ministry is also going to construct over 5 lakh houses for economically weaker sections under this scheme, and also over 4 lakh houses are going to be built under the Housing for All scheme in total. Coming to the project cost, it is going to cost about 28,770 crore in total.
But the big question, of course, on Magic Bricks now is this enough, and whether it has made any difference at all? To give us better perspective, of course, joining us live from Bengaluru is Ravi Ramu, MD and CEO at VBHC Value Homes. Mr. Ramu, thank you so much for joining us here on Magic Bricks. Now, first of all, tell us, do you think enough has been done on the ground to fulfill the promise of Housing for All?
Surely what's happened in the last 3 to 4 months has been most encouraging for us in the affordable housing area. Let me explain. Firstly, it was the budget which really mentioned affordable housing for the first time ever in unequivocally emphatic terms. It said 3 or 4 things which really boost the sentiments of us in the affordable housing area. One, they said home loans up to 50 lakhs will have concessional interest rates. 2, they brought in this concept of 30 meters, 60 meters, and that will be service tax free, which is a great burden off our backs. And 3, they actually recognized that this industry requires, the boost and attention from the government. This was very quickly followed by the RERA, the Real Estate Regulation Act, which solidifies the whole thing. It makes home building, it takes it into a different, realistic, more secure phase for the home buyer. So I think these two particularly positive steps are a small step. I think it's a small step for Indian man and womankind, as it were. There are miles to go before we rest as far as his objectives being met are concerned. But I think these are very positive steps. So we are greatly encouraged in the affordable housing space with what Prime Minister Modi has to offer of recent times especially.
Positive but small steps. So what other steps do you think should be taken to ensure that this scheme is implemented?
I think, there are 2 aspects to anything in India in real estate. One is the center making certain ground rules, which go across the states. The other is the states which have their own rules, make their own rules and conduct their own exercises as far as real estate and housing are both concerned. Therefore, I think the states have to play tango with the center and the Modi government's sentiments, desires and views. And I think there are states which have already taken the lead. We have signed an MOU with one state towards the north of India. We are likely to sign with 2-3 other states. So there is a lot of positive sentiment coming out of Indian states as well.
Now let Mr. Ramu also tell us, considering you're in the business of making affordable homes, has it become easier to make affordable homes in the country?
It's not become any easier in the last 3 or 6 months. It's as difficult, as painful and as procedure-ridden that you could ever have in your wildest, most difficult dreams. So I think it can only get better, and therefore there is an optimism on that front. So if the Modi government takes the lead, really pushes it forward, lets the each state by state know, what are the points to be actually carried out at ground level. See, making these policy statements is one, and going to the ground level and ensuring that every government department actually does what it's supposed to do are two different things. Once those two marry each other, I think it will be a completely different ballgame that we're all talking about.
All right, Mr. Ramu, many thanks for joining us here on Magic Bricks Now.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at Magic Bricks Now. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.